Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing from Aldi, Harpers Brewing Company and their Toffee Ale. It is a 4.8% volume, so similar to the likes of Stella, Budweiser, etc. Described as, on Aldi's website at least, as a dark brown coloured ale with a toffee aroma and a sweet malty taste. Can't see anything else about it. Let's click on that. So on Beer Advocate, it's got a rating of 2.99, but it's only from 2 reviews. So take that, pinch of salt time. My review's the main review anyway, don't give a monkeys about the other reviews. So, £1.29 a bottle, from the likes of Aldi. Not sure how long it's lasting for, I presume it's their version of a Christmas beer. Toffee on the nose, I could smell toffee on the nose then. Yes, dark in colour. Do you know sometimes when you're creeks, let you into a story, if you didn't already know by watching this channel. We've got neighbours across the road with birds, and when you've got food outside, it inevitably draws rats to you. But also we've got a couple of scruffy neighbours with rubbish in the back garden and whatever, and I actually had a compost bin in my back garden, not anymore. And I didn't know at the time, but we had an air brick with a big hole at the side of the air brick, and basically we've got rats underneath the house. And I tell you what, bloody hell, I suffer with anxiety and stress, but it got to me more than anything has ever done. I've seen a lot in life, but it got me, proper good and proper. And I've totally forgot where I'm going now. No. Okay, now. No, I forgot where I'm going. Anyway, back to the beer. So, Jesus Christ. There was a reason for saying what I said, but anyway, dark in colour, white head. It'll come back to me in a minute. It usually does. So, definite toffee on the aroma, and it says here Harpers Toffee Ale, Marston, Thompson and Evershed PLC. So is it a Marston's beer? That I don't know. Oh, now this is described as a winter ale, and I've got to be honest, it's very at room temperature. It's about 22 degrees in there. It's pretty warm in this kitchen. Not like my beer room, which is bloody Baltic. That is toffee on the nose, toffee on the flavour. Bang on. The only beer similar is actually another Marston's owned brand, and that's Eagle Brewery's sticky toffee pudding ale. Very similar in taste, and for me, I like butterscotch. And there's not many butterscotch beers out there. The only one I've ever seen is Lincoln Green, which is made in Hucknall, Nottinghamshire. And they make buttermutch, which is a butterscotch ale. And the only other one I've seen other than that is at Harry Potter World in near London, and they do a non-alcoholic butterscotch ale, which is beautiful as well. They also do it in America, obviously, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And again, non-alcoholic, I mean, for me, I'm on a theme park, someone comes up to me and says, would you like a pint of buttermilk? A butterscotch beer? And I'm thinking, yeah. And then it's non-alcoholic. You think, what the is that? So this, very nice. If you like your toffee sweets and you like your butterscotch caramel sort of thing, you're going to love this. It ticks the boxes. It looks nice, ticks the boxes. So while I'm on Beer Advocate, I'll look at the reviews. So bottle, clear dark amber with a thin dense head. Sickly sweet aroma of toffee fudge which comes through again upon tasting. Bitter finish, very artificial flavour. Cloying feel, soft carbonation, far too sweet. I disagree. Disagree totally. The other review, 2.91. Bottled and old in Aldi. I don't understand that. As part of their Christmas seasonal range. Pours a deep red tinted brown body. You see, one says amber, one says dark, a red brown tinted body. The brown is more, there. Amber, no, it ain't bloody amber at all. Load of rubbish. With a decent enough tan head. Again, I agree with that. Aroma is caramel toffee chew with a hint of Vimto. I'm not getting Vimto, don't know what he's on with. The toffee and the flavour is fighting against the tinny cheap beer flavour. The only thing that gives it this good body and mouthfeel. And that's where you look at reviews on beer beer review aggregate sites and you take it with a pinch of salt, because a lot of these people, have got their own they don't review beers with a clear mind. Sometimes I'm guilty of that. You look at a beer or a cider lager and you've got an impression of it straight away. You think to yourself, well, this is going to be crap. I'll review it, but I'm not impressed. And then you review it and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, this is actually really nice. And that's where, I'm open, as a reviewer, I'm open to see what, if it's going to challenge me. There's been a few beers over the years that have really, and ciders, lagers, etc., that you've drank and you think, wow, that is something special. It's totally, being better than what I thought. And then you think to yourself, if you think about films, films that you're looking forward to see, I am a massive fan of Marvel films and Star Wars, and I try not to build myself up before I watch them, because if you do, I find that you are disappointed, So I try not to build myself up too much, and say, oh, this is the greatest film ever. And then when you watch the film, if it's disappointing because you built yourself up too much. So I try and do the same thing with beers. I try not to build myself up too much before I drink it. These days especially. So this beer, I know nothing about Harpers Brewing Company. Toffee ale, Toffee ale could have been good in the likes of Halloween. It's a strange one that they've put it as a winter beer rather than a Halloween beer. And I don't know what's going on with Aldi this year, because obviously they had no Dunkel Festa this year. They had Green King's Gangly Ghouls, which was actually a good beer, to be fair, And obviously Green King are a very different brewery to Marston's. So was there something in the background that we don't know about? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So for me, a very nice, it's a nice toffee beer. Whether the flavour is artificial or not, I don't really give a monkeys. For me, it tastes okay, 4.8%, yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. I mean, I've just done a review report at 20%, and if I'm being honest, fucking hell, it's gone to my head. You should never mix beers and basically wines or spirits together on reviews. Second night in a row I've done it, and boy am I feeling it, you know. So if someone says on this review, you look pissed, yeah, I fucking feel it, you know. I know you shouldn't swear on reviews, and you know, it's not good for YouTube, I suppose, but you know, we are all individuals in this life, you know, and I really am feeling it. Oof. I mean, that was this was the review beforehand, and it was only a dinky little bottle, 50 cls, 50 mils rather, not a lot, you know, and then a bottle of Toffee ale, and I'm feeling it. I feel absolutely bum-swaggered, but I've still got a good opinion, obviously. And I'm honest, you know. You see a lot of people online, you know, and they're not so honest. Me, I'm honest, you know. I don't edit any of my videos whatsoever, so what you see is what you get, and some people will like it, some people will not. So, dark brown in colour, white head, good carbonation and lacing, toffee on the aroma, toffee on the taste. If you like a toffee ale, this is going to tick all your boxes. Is it a Christmas ale? No. Is it a winter ale? Well, yeah, I suppose so, yeah, because Halloween, winter, all the same sort of thing. Is it good tasting? Yes, definitely. 4.8%. Oh yeah, you know, it really translates well. The ABV does, you know, it's a good strength. £1.29 a bottle. What can you say? You know, it's well worth buying at that price. And as you know, with supermarkets, especially these winter beers, if you really like it, you're going to have to get yourself a case of it, you know, because it's not going to last long. This time of the year, all the supermarkets bring out a lot of spirits, wines, liqueurs that are only there for the Christmas season. And once January the 1st comes, they'll all have disappeared, if not beforehand. So if you like it, get it, buy it, store it, because you won't see it again until probably next year, if it's a good seller. And if it's not a good seller, you won't see it again. So if you like it, get it, you know. For me, I think it's always worth buying one, drinking it pretty quickly, seeing if you like it, and then thinking, wow, is it worth me buying a case? If it is, go get yourself a case, because you might not see it again. Over the years, I've had some great beers, and I've stocked up on them because I've seen in the grapevine that they're not going to be brewed again. You know, some fantastic beers, and sad that some of the beers have never come out again. So out of 5, oof. Tricky. For me, a nice tasting toffee ale, on a par with Eagle Brewery's sticky toffee pudding ale. Out of 5, 4.3 out of 5. Well worth trying. Even in my rather intoxicated state, that is well worth trying. And now I need to go sleep. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Oh, that was nice. See you soon.